Hey guys, this is Naj187 here with a game where I play as Syndra with my buddy Trojan Gold here. And I'm just going to show you a little bit about how Syndra works, what she's good at, what she's really not good at, hopefully. And so the person I go against is Lux, and she seems like she's okay, so it's not like she's a bad player and I just dominate her, but I kind of do. But it goes back and forth a little bit. So we're gonna see here. I'm new to this whole thing where you watch the game and record it on here, but so we're gonna maybe turn the sound down a little bit. Okay. So first, I'll go ahead and describe Syndra's abilities and how I get them. So her passive is Transcendent, and basically whenever Syndra gets her spells to max rank, rank 5, her abilities do other things. So the ability I max first is Dark Sphere. So you get Dark Sphere, and you max it to 5, and what it does is it's just basically a little AoE nuke that does damage, and it puts a little orb on the field. And you use these orbs for your other abilities. And so at max rank, these orbs do 15% bonus damage to champions. Force of Will is the second ability that I max. And I've actually been playing with Syndra a little bit, and it's easier to like hit with your Force of Will and then hit with your Q, with your Dark Sphere. Which Force of Will, basically, you grab the Dark Sphere or an enemy minion and you can toss it. You get about, I think it's like 8 seconds before you let go of it, and then you can toss it. And so what that does is it basically slows them for 25%, and it just makes it a lot easier to hit your Q, which is your burst nuke. And at max ranks, the slowing duration is 33% longer, so basically goes from 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. And then the third ability, Scatter the Weak. It's a short-range conal effect that both knocks back, and if it hits an orb, like that orb right on the field there, if I would Scatter their Weak, it would go in a straight line, and it could hit Lux. And if it hits Lux, it stuns for 1.5 seconds. And basically, Transcendent increases the width by 50%. And so here I'm hitting with my Q, trying to last hit. And her ult is Unleashed Power. For every orb on the field, Syndra does 90 plus, I think, 0.2 now? 0.2 AP. And so basically the strategy with that is you want to get 2, maybe 3 orbs onto the field, and then use your ult. See how it says minimum damage, 270 plus 19? Well, that can go up to 360, 400, and, you know, it can be like 500 damage with 5 up there. So. And I always run Flash Ignite. And so for build order with Syndra, I like to, she has really high mana cost still. So I like to get 2 rings and then Chalice. And then I like to run Rush towards Death Cat. So basically that's what I like to do. This Lux has 3 pots. She's down to like 1 pot, I think. And we got first blood, so that's good news. Their Nautilus is not very good, is what I've noticed in this game. And I don't think I could gank from Malphite once. But I'm kind of going to just center on Syndra here, not the rest of the game. So basically I have 2 ranks in Q, and see, it's really difficult to land, especially on enemies that are walking, but the W has such a huge radius that it's just really easy to hit. And then you can kind of predict where they're going to move and hit it with Q. And like right there I hit with Scatter the Weak, which knocks back enemies that are in range, but then knocks back the orbs also that are in range, and those stun the enemies. So imagine letting out 5 of these orbs with your ult and then scattering all of them and possibly stunning a whole team. So a lot you can do on this champion. That's part of the reason why I'm very intrigued about her. So now I've got one of all my abilities, so maybe we'll start to do something. But I'm a little out of mana. I thought she would run back there, you know, kind of trying to lead your opponent. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you feel like a pro. So basically just last hitting. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Maybe, nah, I'm a little low, man. I don't think I'm going to kill it. Or am I? No, probably not. I think I really want to hit 6 so then I can just like run up to her and kill her. But she's going to go back, so my strategy here is to push this out, so we're going to speed it up a little bit. And so here's where I really want to like try to kill her. Because this is where I can really do a lot of damage. And so she's not 6. Oh, she is 6. So there's my ult. It went through her shield and did about 80% of her health. So if she wouldn't have had that shield, she may have died there. So it did a lot. Like there was another orb on the field, or 2, I think. So it did 450 damage plus the 43, or plus a little bit more than 43. So and here I get blue, which is amazing on Syndra. And we're gonna gank top, but they have a ward there, so he's really smart. He's good. So I just get back to clean up the CS. And I'm just trying to play it safe because I don't have my ult up yet. And I know she's going to get blue. So I'm just going to get a couple hits on the turret. Standard stuff. And our team's a little bit ahead, but as a gold lead, we're not ahead by much. We haven't gotten any objectives like Dragon or anything, so. And I got a Q off there. Pretty good. Without getting hit by the turret. That's kind of your goal. To not take counter harass, but Syndra's such a short range champion. I would call her moderately. I don't know. She's really a short range champion. So if you're finding that you die a lot as Syndra, I would probably go ahead and buy some survivability. Like I would rush Catalyst and then get Rod of Ages. If you find yourself dying, if not, then go for the death cap, which is what I'm on my way to do right now. I'm ahead of her by a little bit of CS, and I'm about to get a little bit ahead more because I'm able to clean out this wave and let it go in. And the nice thing about Syndra is she's got a slow underkit, and she's got a knockback, which can interrupt channels. Like if you're going against a Katarina and she starts spinning on you, just E, and then she will end her ult. So Katarina could be pretty annoying for her because a lot of the jumping around, but Lux doesn't seem that difficult for her because she's got long cooldowns, so. One thing I've noticed about Syndra is her W, her Force of Will, actually hurts the thing that you fling, so if you can grab something right before it's about to die and fling it on like a line of minions, you grab a cannon minion that's about to die and you fling it onto. And here we just basically both got our full combos off, but she got an ignite on me and we both died, but pretty good exchange overall. And as you see, I bought the Chalice, which helps her mana regen immensely. You can just spam all of your abilities at that point. It's a kill secure. They're just going crazy down there. I don't even know. And if I would have killed her without dying, I would have been fine and went back and been able to win. Okay, we're going to actually go back a little bit there, because we missed that, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So, got the Q. It did an amazing amount of damage because I'm level 9. I tried to scatter the weak, but it didn't hit the ball, which is one of my qualms with this champion. Really short range on the E. And so she's really low here. So I get hit by that thing, but that's okay. She snares me, but I flash away, and she doesn't know that I have my ult up. Or did I not even have it? I'm not sure. But I had my ult up, and that's about 40 to 50% of their health, guys. Her ult does an amazing amount of damage. And here I want to just clear out the minion wave and then go back. Scatter the weak helps with that. Like, all of her abilities help with wave clearing. So, she's really good at that. And the next thing you really want to buy is you want to finish your... I usually like to finish my boots before getting Chalice, but here I decided not to because I didn't really need the boots. Like, she's a long-range champion, so either I'm going to be in range or not. I don't know. And then I decided to get a Brilliance Potion, which helps you just snowball your lane even more. And you can see that chunk. She was at like 60% health, and she went down to that low with just one Q. Her Syndra's Q right now does about 300 damage plus 15%. So 345 to champions. Or a lot more than that, actually, right? Yeah, don't do math while casting, guys. Alright. So I got the blue. Or, no, he got the blue. Yeah. Her laser messed up our whole rotation there, so Mundo went ahead and got the blue. But, I mean, it's okay, because... Yeah, so there I went with the W, got the slow, and then Q'd her for massive damage, and R'd her. Probably overkill, guys, but... You know, kill secure is what I always say. It's not a steal, it's a kill secure. And anyways, it was just me. But. And here we're going to get the blue. I actually get the blue in with all that damage, so pretty good. Because you can take the blue, and you can make it so no one else can do damage to it, so you can pretty much guarantee that you get the blue. And here Mundo almost gets hit by the other guy's Q, which could have been bad, could have been good, who knows. And then I want to go back and start my Rabadons, because once you get Rabadons, guys, you've got a lot of damage. Because Syndra, she's got 4 damaging abilities. Not a whole lot of champions actually have 4 damaging abilities. So having as much AP as possible helps all those abilities, obviously. And so right now I'm up on Lux by 30 CS and 2 kills. So doing really good in lane. The only way I can lose right now is with an amazing gank, or if I mess up. And usually my playstyle with almost any champion is play it safe. You don't have to tower dive. But I think I tower dive here, so you know. But I knew it was gonna die anyways, so. And I got the Q. I didn't get any E's on her. I kind of messed up my combo there, but I think I slowed her and I got my ult on her, which brought her down that low. So I'm more than happy about just sending the champion back. And I tried to get a little greedy there, and then I tried to E. I knew it wouldn't be that long of range, but tried to do it anyways. Still getting the hang of this champion, guys. She's actually really difficult to use. Her abilities don't synergize all that well, and if they did, she would be pretty much too amazing, actually. You really have to be... It has to be a clutch stun. It's always going to be a clutch stun. The slow is really useful, but it's kind of hard to land because it's like Orianna's ball. If Orianna's ball was behind you, the amount of distance it takes, the amount of time it takes to travel the distance is often different for every single snap. So, very interesting. You have to kind of get used to that. I'm trying to use it as much as possible. And you can let that time out, and nothing happens, really. And so there, basically, I landed the Q, or I hit the Q, and then I used the Q to stun her, and then I ulted onto her. So she didn't really understand what I could do, I don't think, at that point. But sometimes that's to your benefit with a seldom played champion like Syndra. I think that's about it for this game that I have about Syndra. Leave a comment, thumbs up if you liked it. If you want me to do more, let me know. Let me know what champions you want me to do. I'll do any champion that I have. I usually play mids, but recently I've been playing ADs with my buddy Trojan Gold here. We AD support, so I'll probably be uploading some more of those since I got my Fraps and Sony Vegas fixed. So, okay, here comes the surrender any second. There it is. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Naj187.